I said some of you were available when I said that, first of all, digital marketing starts from marketing itself. So we need to understand where marketing itself starts from. And that is where we can now build up the conversation to the practical stuff inside of digital marketing. So where does marketing start from? You see, long ago, it was first of all trade by barter, where people had products and services. They directly exchanged those products and services for other products and services. But as time goes on, then the use of money came and all this kind of stuff. And as humans evolved, it now became a point where communication was important. You needed different means of communication to help the public understand the value of the product and services that you sell. Hence, it was important to promote the value of goods and services. And this was what led to what we call marketing. Now, you're promoting the value of a good and service with the end goal of making sales. So if you're running a TV commercial, you are doing a radio commercial, the essence is that you want people to know about this product and services that you sell. You want them to know that this can transform the people in one way or the other. And you wanted to know that, and you want them to be, on the long run, go and buy the products that you sell, right? So for a long time, marketing has never been something that we do as direct sales, right? So there was nothing like that. So it was more of you spending money on campaigns. And after you have spent money on campaigns over a long period of time, you get to now get that gain from what you have done. Yes, the recording would be available, right? The recording will be available for everyone. So immediately tomorrow morning, latest, you get the recording of this class in the group, right? The recording will be available. All right, so as I was saying, so that's what it's all about. So let's go ahead. Now, we're talking about paradigm shift, right? Paradigm shift. There is a shift, right? Many people now, the humans generally, is now shifting from the traditional methods of marketing to the digital methods of marketing, right? So what are the traditional methods of marketing? Before now, these other methods were so lucrative, but now they are fading away. We had cold calling, we had newspapers, we had television, we had sending faxes, and a whole lot of radio and so many other stuff that people were using as forms of marketing. But then, as things evolved, things changed, and now marketing is all about what digital marketing now is all about: Facebook ads, Google ads, YouTube ads, LinkedIn, Twitter, Threads, and these other stuffs that can help so there's a shift. There's a paradigm shift to where the eyeballs are. And what we are going to be doing in this course is trying to leverage on these platforms where people's eyeballs are, right? So let's look at this. So that brings us to what is digital marketing. So we can say now that digital marketing is the act of promoting the value of goods and services by leveraging on online marketing tactics, right? By leveraging on online marketing tactics to be able to achieve that end goal, right? So we're using different online marketing tactics such as email marketing, search engine optimization, social media marketing, and a whole lot more to be able to get results when it comes to digital marketing. All right. So with that being said, it is very, very important for you to understand that most people's buying decision now starts online. So you see, even you yourself, think about the last time you made an important purchase. Maybe you hired an expert to do something in your house, or you changed the furniture in your office, or whatever, regardless of what it was, you most probably began by searching the internet to find out about your best options, right? You see, your ultimate buying decision is most probably based on the following. Number one, the reviews you read. Number two, friends and family you consulted with, the different solutions you researched, and some of you, even this course, you found out about this course online, right? Because many people, their purchasing decision now begins online. When you are trying to make inquiry about something, right? You're interested in something, you start from the online space, right? You want to lose weight, you go online to do research. You want to buy a new phone, you go online to do research to know about what are the features in iPhone 14 and all those kind of stuff, right? So if this is the case that people's buying decisions start online, right? It is very, very important that every single person try for their businesses to have online presence. And this is the reason why digital marketing will always be lucrative. Every business needs more customers. The day that businesses say that they don't want customers again, they have all the customers they need, that is when digital marketers will no longer be useful. But then, as long as the business needs more customers, as long as people are going to be able to use the digital marketing platforms to do a whole lot of stuff, digital marketers will always be very, very important. Now, we talked about some of the reasons why digital marketing channels are amazing, right? So the channels, there are different ways, there are different channels you can get to reach people from. There are websites, there is social media, there's email, there's search engine, there's mobile apps, and there are various ways that content is being distributed in the digital marketing space, right? Another good thing about digital marketing is the fact that the reach, right? There is a global audience you are able to reach just by being on this digital marketing space. You can reach out to a global audience that are ready to pay for the product and services that you sell, right? And another good thing is that it's a two-way engagement, right? It's a two-way engagement. What do I mean by two-way engagement? It means that it's a back and forth conversation. If I am promoting a product to somebody, the person can like my comment, can reply. If you run Google Ads, people can see that Google Ads, click on the ads and interact directly with you, right? So digital marketing has made marketing awesome, and it is a two-way communication for people to be able to do business back and forth, right? So there's also timing. That's another important thing about digital marketing. Timing. The timing states that, you see, you can deploy digital marketing campaigns quickly. In the next, before the end of this class, we are going to be doing a practical where I'm going to be showing you how to set up your first Facebook ad, right? And after that class, you can go ahead and create your first Facebook ad and sell product and make money. So imagine how quickly it's possible to be able to deploy digital marketing campaigns, right? So whereas the traditional marketing methods, you plan for months and months and months and months and months before you eventually get anything done, right? Then there is another amazing thing, measurement. With digital marketing, you can measure what you are doing, right? You can measure things like the number of people that have visited your platform. You can measure things like click-through rates. You can measure things like conversion rate. You can measure ROI. You can measure your campaigns and a whole lot. So it's so amazing the things that can be achieved in this class, right? So we talked about the digital marketing funnel, and at this point, I want to make everybody here understand that this class is going to be project-based, right? It's going to be project-based. Now, it's going to be project-based in the sense that every single person on this call, in this class, has to sell something. What makes you a digital marketer is not that certification. What actually makes you a digital marketer is to be able to run a successful campaign, right? To run a successful campaign for a particular product or service. right? I'm going to be trying my best to go as deep as I can to show you so many things that you can achieve. But then one good thing you can do for yourself now is to have something at the back of your mind that you intend to use as your project for this course. So if you are in class now, if you have a business, better, you can use your business as what you're going to be using as your project. But if you don't have a business, I'm giving you an assignment before the next class. You need to come up with something you want to sell. Now, before I come back to my slide, let me explain some of the things you can sell. So let me explain some of the things you can sell. There are 5 categories of things you can sell, right? And I'm going to help you to be able to achieve this, right? Step by step, we're going to set it up together. But first, I want you to go and do your research about the 5 different things you can sell. The first thing you can sell is a physical product. A physical product. So shoes, handbags, cream, face cap, physical product. The second thing you can sell is a digital product. A digital product. So what is a digital product? It could be, if you are knowledgeable about something, it could be a training, it could be an ebook, it could be a blueprint, a cheat sheet, a guide, right? Digital product. That's the second thing you can sell, right? Now, the third thing you can sell, so you can sell a physical product, you can sell a digital product, you can sell a physical service, right? So a physical service, you are a plumber, you are a bricklayer. Yes, you can also use the online platform to sell it. How do you do this? You do this by creating awareness for your physical service online, but the delivery is going to be physical, right? So you can sell physical services and you can also sell digital services. Like what I'm doing to you now is a digital service. I'm training you and we're using the internet, right? So there is different digital services you can do. You can build websites, you can do graphics design, you can do UI UX, you can run ads for other businesses, right? You can, so there's a whole lot, right? Then the fifth thing you can also sell before we come to the close of this course is you can sell assets. Assets. So what is assets? So you can come up with a community and you sell a membership program to them. So let's say you have idea of how you can help nursing mothers take care of their babies better. So you can come up with a community and sell the access to that community to nursing mothers, right? So they get to pay you a subscription for the period of time that they are nursing mothers to be in the community of those nursing mothers. So you can do that for a specific group of people. Let's say you are a financial planner, you can help people with their financial planning. You can create a community you can either do direct one-on-one direct financial planning services, or you can create a community where you drop financial planning tips, right? And help people navigate their way around their financial plan, right? So these are some of the kind of things that you can achieve on this platform, right? So now every single person has to sell something, right? Right. I'm going to come back to you. I just wanted to put that at the back of your mind. So let's go back to what we were talking about. We were talking about I was giving you, okay, somebody's asking me what is number 4. I don't know how I arranged it, but physical service, digital service, physical product, digital product, access, 5, right? So what do we have on our screen? This is what we call a sales funnel. Now, I always say that if you are trying to study digital marketing, you must understand this simple diagram here. And once you understand this diagram, it makes everything we are doing makes sense because you can always bring it back to how is this necessary in the funnel? What is the role of this particular action in the funnel, right? What is this going to help us achieve in the funnel? So what is a sales funnel? A sales funnel is basically a structured process that converts total strangers into recurring customers, right? So it's a structured process that we use to take total strangers to becoming recurring customers. How many of us are still here? If you're still here with me, say, let's go, right? Some people join the meeting and they fall asleep, right? And I want to know if the class is boring already. If the class is boring, I don't like my classes to be boring. So if it's boring, I'll find a way to make it more interesting because, okay. My people, I like your vibes. Thank you very much, everyone. So let's go ahead. So as I was saying, the sales funnel is very, very important and you need to understand it. So it's a process we use to take total strangers into recurring customers that would buy and buy and buy and buy. So what is the first step? The first step is awareness, right? The first step is awareness. If somebody does not know about the product and services that you sell, they cannot buy, right? So the first step is awareness. What are the platforms you're going to be using to create awareness, and how are you going to be creating this awareness? So the first thing we do when we're trying to create awareness at the first stage for potential customers is to do what? Number one, there are different ways we can create the awareness. So you can use social media marketing, that's running ads and all that on Facebook. You can use search engine optimization. You can do PPC ads. You can, so as long as you are getting people into the funnel. So when we are talking about awareness, yeah, we are talking about your traffic source. Your traffic source. Every single digital marketing campaign must have a good traffic source. And to make it even better, we can be talking about your traffic sources. So your sources can be more than one, right? So your sources can be more than one. So we are going to be talking about how do you get people that to be aware about this product and service that you sell. Now let's take, for example, now, if this my cap was a designer cap, and if it was a designer cap and I'm wearing it today, the first thing might be, maybe I was watching a music video, and in that music video, I saw my favorite musician wearing this designer cap, right? Now, that brought the first step, which is awareness. When I saw that my favorite musician wearing that cap, I was like, man, this cap looks good on this guy, right? Now, that awareness would now take me to the next level, which is building interest. Now, because I can find a correlation, a kind of relationship with this person, right? I might not say, okay, I am interested, right? So you see, people first have to be aware, and when they are aware, they need to be interested, right? Now, once they are interested in the product and services that you're trying to sell, the next level is consideration, right? How? At that level of consideration is where they are doing a lot of stuff, right? They are analyzing, they are looking at reviews, they are checking up about their options, they are looking for specific features that can help them, and a lot around that. Now, the next level is decision, whereas the next level is action. Now, what I want to say now is, in digital marketing, from this first point to the fifth point, we have different strategies we use to bring people down the funnel. Now, one other thing you would notice that this funnel gets smaller as it comes down, because we don't want to deceive ourselves. It is not everybody that is interested that would be aware. Now, this class that we are in today now, do you know how many people saw the ad? Do you know how many people were in the webinar? or the other direct registration modes that we use. And do you know how many now are in the class, right? So it's a funnel, right? So we bring people from awareness. So we can say, let me use our funnel in Digital World Tech Academy as an example, right? So we can say that this funnel now, at this level of awareness, is Facebook ads, right? At this level of interest is a landing page. After you click on the ads on Facebook, it will take you to a landing page. On that landing page, you read more information about the webinar, right? If you are really, really interested, you will click and you will come. Now, when you come into the webinar, the next level is the webinar, right? Now, at the end of that webinar, after you have been given so much information, some of you will now be in consideration mode, right? Now, right? And then there was an offer at the end of the webinar that pushes you to say you should make a decision. Now, some of you made a decision, but then there was bonuses and some other stuff that made you take action immediately, right? So there are steps, and I'm going to be teaching you how you can use these steps to sell different kinds of products and services as we go. Okay, I'm going to show you how you can use this to sell different products and services as we go. All right, so if you're still here, say let's go, so that I can change my slide and then we go into the practical session of what we're going to be talking about today. Right. If you're still here, say let's go. Okay. All right, amazing people. Thank you very much, everyone. All right, so now I'm going to show we have different forms of digital marketing channels. And what we are going to be doing in this course is we're going to be looking at these different channels one after the other, step by step, and how we can use these different channels to achieve different things, right? So we're going to be taking it just step by step. Okay, so so the first one we're going to be looking at is the social media. Social media. Now, when it comes to social media, it is amazing some of the things that you can, the kind of results you can get, right? I really need everyone to pay attention, right, to what we're talking about now. Please pay attention. So social media comprises of Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Google, LinkedIn, Snapchat, and a lot that you can get out of social media. Now, one good thing about the social media platforms is that there are some characteristics and some features that are similar on some of these digital, on some of these platforms, right? Right? So there are some characteristics and some things that are similar. Somebody say the link is cutting, right? Please let me know if you can still hear me and if you can hear me loud and clear and there's no interaction. Okay, so the first social media platform we're going to be looking at is Facebook. Now, why Facebook? Facebook is one of the most lucrative platforms to run ads, right? Facebook and Instagram ads work like magic. You just need, somebody say my network is bad. Okay, maybe I should change network providers. If you cannot hear me loud and clear, please let me know. Let me change network. Okay, let me change network. I guess Some people can't hear me. Okay. Coming. Okay. Okay, so is it better now? Is it better now? Is it better now? Is it better now? Is it better now, guys? Okay. That's amazing. So please always let me know if you're having issues with my sound, right? So that you don't miss anything in the class. Okay, so good. So as I was saying, we're going to be looking at Facebook ads, and I'm going to be showing you how to get started with Facebook ads. Now, please pay attention. I'm going to try my best. So the good thing now is that in your learning management system, there are already videos on Facebook ads, step by step. I've done videos covering almost everything about Facebook ads, right? But then I'm still going to explain to you right here. Now, Facebook is an amazing place where you go to see content from friends, family, influencers, people that you're following, people that you like, people you are engaging with their content, and on like that. So as you keep scrolling, you keep seeing different kinds of content, right? Let me change it to a personal Facebook platform, right? So as you keep scrolling, you keep seeing different kinds of content, and you keep seeing a lot kinds of content. But now, notice that as you keep going, you start seeing sponsored, right? So this is a sponsored post. On this right corner here, this is a sponsored post too, right? These are sponsored posts. How do they get these things done, right? And how effective are these sponsored posts? And how can you use Facebook to to generate a lot of results using this sponsored post, right? Now, I'm going to be showing you that. Now, there is a lot you can achieve with this, a whole lot. Now, when you are running ads, your goal is to be able to turn advertising into profits. So imagine you spending 10,000 naira, 20,000 naira on ads, and you are getting 200,000 naira, 100,000 naira back. That's possible, right? That's possible with Facebook ads. Now, right? So I'm going to be showing you what you need to do. So the first thing you need to do when it comes to running Facebook ads is to create a page, right? Is to create a Facebook page. Every single person needs to create a page. I'm not going to show you how to do that. That's very easy, right? If you don't know how to create a page, you will see it inside of your of the LMS where I showed you how to create a page. But let me just show you how to get to the point of creating a page, right? So to create a page, all you just have to do is come to your Facebook account, click on this menu sign, and you're going to see page here. Or under this crate, you're going to see page. Click on page. It's going to bring out this small form, and you're just going to fill it. Once you fill it and you follow the steps through, you will create a page, right? So that's the first thing. Every Facebook ad runs on a page. So the first thing you need to do is to create a page. Now, the next thing is when you create a page, you can now run ads on Facebook. Now, there are different types of Facebook ads, different types, right? So depending on what you want to achieve and depending on your experience level, you would choose the kind of ads you want to run. So let me show you the first type of ad, and is the most simple type of Facebook ad. And most beginners, this is the kind of ads they run, right? Most beginners, amateurs, this is the kind of ad that they run. So all you just have to do is to come to your page, right? So this ad, you have to have been posting on your page consistently. So it needs to be a page where you have quite a number of posts. Somebody said the line keeps going off. Guys, can you hear me? Is it my line? I don't want anybody to miss anything. Is it my line that keeps going off? Or is the from the student's angle? If it's from the student's angle, it's better because they can always watch the replay. Okay, I think some people are having network issues, but it's not from here, right? I switched my network. It's not from here. Okay. All right. So all you just have to do, so it needs to be a page that you have been doing things on, right? So all you just have to do is come to that page, and then you're just going to look for a post on that page you want to promote. And then all you just have to do is to click on Boost Post. So once you click on Boost Post, it loads like this. And once it loads like this, you can easily just run ads. But this is not the most professional way to run ads on Facebook, right? But I'll still show you this one. Now, once you click on Boost Post, it brings you to an interface like this. Now, all you just have to do is to work on the setup, right? So what are you going to be setting up? First of all, you're going to be setting up the button, right? Okay, first of all, you're going to be setting up the goal, right? What you want to achieve with the ad. So if you click on change, you're going to see. So me, I like running this type of ad if I want to do something like a video views. I want to promote engagement on a video, like a comedy skit, like something like that. I can use this type of ads, right? But not when I want to sell a product, right? So I'm just going to come here now. I'm just going to say, get more video views, right? Or get more calls, whatever you are trying to achieve, you will choose your goal at this point. So you just come here, you click on the goal you want to achieve. You can use it to get more messages. You can use it to get messages directly to your WhatsApp, right? Once you click on get messages, you're going to use it to get messages into your WhatsApp DMs. So people that are watching that particular content would DM you on WhatsApp that they are interested in that product, right? Right? You can use it to get calls, right? But it works very, very well. I've done it so many times. It works very well for only the first two. It works very well for getting more messages, and it works very well for getting video views, right? So let's say I just wanted to get video views on a particular piece of content. I'm just going to choose this one, and I am going to say save, right? That's the first thing. So the next one now, I am going to choose the button I want them to click. So because it's a content I just want people to watch, I don't want to put any button. I'm not taking them anywhere. But if I wanted them to message me on WhatsApp, I would use a button, right? I'm going to use send WhatsApp message, right? But because I just want them to watch the content, right? I'm just going to use button. Now, I was just going to click now, right, to the audience area. So it's going to ask you, who are the audience you want to target? So you can either say similar to your audience or you can just come here and work on the targeting. Now, working on the targeting, you get to decide the gender of the kind of people you want to attract, right? Here is gender. If you scroll down, here you get to work on the age. And if you scroll down, here you get to work on the location. So if you see, this now is targeting Ikorodu. Ikorodu is a place in Lagos, right? And it's targeting 10 kilometers radius from Ikorodu. So if I remove this one now, I can decide to target so I can target the whole of Nigeria if I want. And I can even add Ghana to it if I want, right? So depending on the product and services that you sell, right? You want to be sure that you have your targeting right. Now, I like to talk more about targeting because many people make mistakes, especially if you are selling a physical product. Check the range that of the people you are targeting and be sure that you're targeting the right category of people. A good way of doing that is to come to this map and check, right, what actually you are actually targeting. Right. Now, if you scroll down, there is something we call the detailed targeting. Now, the detailed targeting helps you give Facebook more data on the kind of people you are trying to attract. So this one, they are giving me suggestion. Do I want owners and CEOs? Do I want MDs? Do I want business owners? Do I want? So you can type anything here. I can type something like Davido, for example, right? And I will be able to target people that are interested in Davido, right? I can type something like, let's say, I can type something like e-commerce, for example, right? And I'll be able to target people that are interested in e-commerce, right? Right? I'll be able to target people that are interested in e-commerce. So you can use the detailed targeting to be more specific on the category of people you are trying to attract, right? And then when you are done with your audience, you click on save, right? So once you click on save, you scroll down. The next thing you're going to do is your duration, right? Your duration. So what is the duration that you want that particular ad to run? Day one, first day. So you're just going to decide there at this point. Now, when you scroll down, the next thing you want to do is your budget. Your budget. How much do you want to spend on that ad? So what this type of Facebook ad, what you could do is to put the total amount of money you want to spend. So let's say I wanted to do 10,000 naira, right? So that 10,000 naira, I would say 5 days. So which means that I'm going to be spending 5,000. I'm going to 5 days. That means I'm going to spend 2,000 naira per day on this ad. So now I'm just going to scroll down, and you're going to see a point where you can add funds here, right? You're just going to click on add funds. So you're going to pay Facebook to promote that piece of content to more eyeballs to see. And when these eyeballs see, you would convert, right? Now, this is just the setup side of Facebook ad. We're going to be talking about more things about creating the ad creatives. We're going to be talking about the write-ups, what makes people take action. There's another class entirely about what makes Facebook ads effective. Here, we're just talking about the setup, right? We're talking about just how to set up the ads, right? Now, so this is the first way you can run Facebook ad. Now, just going to set it up. When you get to this point now, you're just going to click on publish. Once you click on publish, it's going to take a while to review the ad. After the ad is being reviewed, you can now start seeing customers sliding to your DMs. You can see engagement on your posts in thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands. Amazing, amazing things that can happen from this Facebook ad. Now, take a look at this. The estimated number of people that this is going to reach is 1,200, and the estimated number of views is going to be between 1,126 to 365. Most times, it's always way, 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 way above these figures, right? It's always way, way, way above these estimated figures, especially if your ad creative makes perfect sense, right? So then, let us continue. So this is just this sharp way of running Facebook ads, right? I'm going to be showing you the second way, which is the professional way, and we call it running ads from the Facebook ad manager, right? From the Facebook ad manager. And I'm going to take you through the ad manager interface step by step. How many of us are still here? How many of us are still here? If you're still here, say, let's go. Some people have slept off. It's like I'll be doing first to comment challenge. First to comment, I give the person something. Okay. Amazing, 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 amazing. Okay. Okay. All right. So This is the easiest way to run Facebook ads. And the next way we're going to be looking at now is how to run Facebook ads from the Facebook Ads Manager. So I'm just going to go back to the Facebook interface. I'm going to leave here. And this is how it looks like, right? Now, we want to run ads from the Ads Manager. So you're just going to come to this right angle here. Now, for those of you that are using a phone, let me explain how you can get to this point in the Ads Manager. So for those of you that are using a phone, what you would do is, first of all, you would uninstall your Facebook app. You cannot run ads if that app is installed. It's going to keep redirecting you, right? Preferably if it's an Android phone, use Google Chrome, right? So use Google Chrome. When you log in through Google Chrome, you change your Google Chrome to desktop site, right? So in the LMS, there's a video that I showed you how to do that, right? You change your Chrome to desktop site. Now, when you change your Chrome to desktop site, after you've changed it to desktop site, then you would change it from, so usually up here on your phone, you will see m.facebook.com. So change it from that m.facebook.com to web.facebook.com. So once you change it to a web version and your phone is also in desktop site, then you would be able to open the Ads Manager account just like on a laptop, right? So you're just going to come to this point now and just click on Ads Manager, right? And your Facebook Ads Manager is going to load. There is a whole lot that can happen from this platform, right? A whole lot you can get from this platform. Now, this is like an empty slate. It's a Facebook ad account that ads have not been used before. It's not running ads, or the ads have been deleted. So it's fresh. So this is what your Facebook ad account will look like once you come to your Ads Manager. Now, for those of you that once you click on the Ads Manager, it didn't take you here directly, you would see a pop-up down your screen by the right, and it's going to say go to Ads Manager, right? All you just have to do is click on that pop-up, right? That says goes to Ads Manager, right? So you're just going to click on it, and it's going to take you to the Ad Manager like this, right? So sometimes when you open the Ad Manager, you will see something like this. This will just come up automatically. So this is the ads objectives. I'm going to come back and explain this, but let me show you what is possible with Facebook ads. Now, this is an ad account that there's no ad running, but then let me show you ads. Let me show you the one that we had ads running, right? So you can see we have multiple ad accounts in this account. But if you come here now, let me show you this one, for example. The ad just went off this evening, right? Now, let me show you this one, for example. Now, if you look at this one, for example, you can see that there is a lot of ads that have run on this account. Let me show you. So you can see that there's a lot of ads that have run on this account. And all these ads have had different kinds of results. So you can go from ads that have converted more than 159 people to ads that are converting 183 people. And you can see that a lot of, so now these are results from the back end of ads that we have been able to set up from this platform. Now, if you scroll down, on this ad account, this particular ad account alone, we have spent, look at it, we have spent, between this period of time, we have spent 618,000 Naira on this ad account. Let me show you another one. So, and we have had ads that have been able to generate a lot of money for ourselves and the clients that have been able to use this ad account to produce results for themselves, right? Now, This is possible because of the whole setup. I'm going to be showing you the setup, but I just want to show you some things that are possible first. Now, come on, that's just one ad account. Let me show you another one. The same time bracket of the other ad account, right? And this ad account here has done about, has spent about 2.7 million naira in ads. About 2.7 million naira in ads. But then it does not stop there. We have generated a lot of traffic for different products, right? All these are different ads that run at one time or the other, promoting different kind of products. Now, if you look at it, all these products have different price tags. Now, look at this one. This one was costing as low as 34 naira for a particular action to be taken, right? And some cost as much as 190 naira and thereabout, right? So now, depending on what you're selling, you want to be able to know your ad spend and so many other stuff. We're going to talk more about that when we're talking about how to make Facebook ads effective. Now, let's go back to our plain ad account, right? Let's go back to our plain ad account where we're going to be setting up our ads, right? Where we're going to be setting up our ads. So we're just going to click on this one, which is the plain ad account. And the first thing to understand when you are trying to run ads, right, is your payment method, right? So now, so if you come here, if you click on all tools, there are all these things that you see, and you might be confused if you don't understand what they are. Okay, how many of us are still here? If you are still here, say let's go. From time to time, I just have to ask to be sure that we are still plugged in and connected. Okay. Okay. All right, so I'm just going to take a break for 3 minutes. I'm going to take a break for 3 minutes. If you want to get water, get water. This class is still going to be on till like 10. Right? I'm going to take a break for 3 minutes. When I come back from the 3 minutes break, we are going to continue where I'm going to be explaining how you can get to use the ads, the Facebook Ads Manager. So 3 minutes. If you want to get water, if you want to do anything, just quickly do it. 3 minutes, and we're going to continue from right here. Okay, guys, let's continue. Let's go ahead. Okay, so let's continue. If you are back, let me know you're back. Okay, we're going. Okay, let's go. All right, thank you very much. All right, do I have everyone's attention? Do I have everyone's attention? I will ask questions. So at the end of this class, I will ask questions. It's not a one-way communication, it's a two-way communication. My first question is going to go to Mr. Gilbert. Then after that, I'll ask Favor. Let me start learning how to use people's name. Right? Then after Favor, I'll ask Bisola. I'm telling you now. Then I'll call some other people's name later. All right, so let's go. So, the Facebook Ads Manager, some people feel like it is complex to understand, but it's actually not. Because you see a whole different interface and you're feeling like, is this still Facebook, right? But yet, we are still on Facebook. And this is the Ads Manager where you can set up your ads. And it is very, very easy to understand once you understand what each point is used for. Now, the first one we have here, we call it the Ads Manager, right? The second one here is the business settings. And the third one here is the event manager. Then we have business support, we have ad account settings and brand safety, right? Now, the ones where you have, so if you scroll down, you have other things. You have things like billing and payments. You have, so some of the things that were up here are repeated down here, right? So the first one, Ads Manager, is where we are now. So if you just click on Ads Manager, it's just going to bring us back to this, our interface. Look at it. It's just going to bring us back to where we were before, right? Where the campaigns are all showing and everything is set up, right? So now the second one is business settings. Now, everything that controls our ads and controls our ad account is controlled from inside of the business settings, right? If you go to my YouTube channel, there's a video I did that has given me so many clients, right? And that video was just basically with the understanding of the Facebook business settings, right? Now, if you understand how the business settings work, you'll be able to do a whole lot of stuff. Now, if you come here and you click on business settings, once you click on it, it's going to open up like this. Now, if you are new on Facebook, you're just going to see only one of these. Like here, you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? But if you're new, you're just going to have only one, and you're just going to see the number of pages. Maybe you're going to see 1 and 1 page. Now, if you click on it and you open up, inside of the business settings, there are a lot of things that are happening there, right? So you see all this. So you really don't have to worry yourself with all this complex stuff. Most times, you only have one job to do here. Once you open your business settings, come to add accounts and create as many ad accounts as it will allow you. So you see this blue button you're seeing here. If this was a new account, you will see it somewhere around the middle point here. And if you click on it, you're just going to see something like this. And it's going to say, okay, let me go back. Let me go back and use another account that we don't have ad accounts yet. Okay, let me use this one so that I can show you the perfect example. So once you enter the ad accounts like this, your business settings like this, come to ad accounts, create as many ad accounts as possible. So you see this now, all you just have to do is click on this button here and scroll down. Now, the reason why you are doing this is because you are going to need this ad account in future. and I will tell you when, right? So you're just going to scroll down and click on create new ad account. So just create the ad account, just click on it like this. It's going to open up, you fill it. Make sure when you are filling it, it is in Nigerian Naira and you are using, I'm particularly, so make sure it is in your country's currency and in your country's time zone. The reason is because payment is a very big issue on Facebook when you are trying to pay across different currencies, right? So you want to be able to pay with the currency that you have the card, right? So, and this is where everything is decided. It is decided at the creation of the payment settings where you are creating the ad account. So create as many ad accounts as possible. And once you have these ad accounts created, you can leave these business settings point. Now, once you leave business settings, you would go back to this point and now we are back to our all tools and we have all these other things that happen in all tools, right? So there is events manager. We're going to talk about events manager maybe in another class where I'm going to be telling you what you can use it for. So you see, you use events manager for creating audiences, save different types of audiences, creating pixels and the rest. We're going to talk about that. But now the cocoa is two things. How do you deposit money into Facebook and how do you set up the ad? Right? How do you deposit money and how do you set up the ad? So the first thing to do to deposit money is to come to where you see billing and payments. Once you click on billing and payments, it's going to load. And once it loads like this, you can just go ahead and click on add fund. But if you do not have an existing payment method, that is not what you're going to see. You're going to see something like this, and it's going to say add payment method. So you're going to click on add payment method. Once you click on add payment method, it shows up like this. Always choose the Naira payment method if you're in Nigeria. And if you're in Ghana, choose the payment method that do not have to use dollars, right? Make sure that the currency you are seeing here is your local currency, right? So if you are seeing your local currency here, then you can always pay by coming here to use the second option, right? So I've done this for people in Malaysia, Sweden, right? It's always better to use the second direct payment option where you can actually get your ads to run. So now, for us, we're just going to click on this one. Once we click on that, we're just going to click on next. It's going to load. Now, you're going to decide how much you want to add to the ad account. So I'm just going to click here now, and probably I'm just going to say, let's say, for example, I wanted to add like 50,000 Naira. I'm going to type the amount I want to add, and I'm just going to click on next. So once I click on next, it's going to load, and it will redirect me to a new interface. And here, I'm just going to click on continue. Now, once I click on continue, it's going to load up. And here is where I can now put in my card details, right? Your card details. So if you have a card, sorry, I still have to do this. As easy as it sounds, some people still don't know how to pay with their cards. So if you have a card, any bank card, the long number on your card, that very long one, the very long one in front of the card, right, is your card number. So you would type that long number, right? I think it's about 16 to 15 digits. You're just going to type it here. When you are done typing that one, the next point is you are going to type in the name on the card, the name you can see on the card. Then when you are done with that, you put in the dates that is on the card. Once you put in the dates that is on the card, it's going to ask you for a CVV. Now, the CVV, you will turn the back of the card. Once you turn the back of the card, you will see the CVV, right? You see the CVV, and it's a it's three numbers. You put in three numbers and then you click on pay, right? Once you do that, you have been able to, it's going to ask you for an OTP from your bank. You check the phone where you used to get alerts, you put in the OTP, and they are going to deduct money from your account. So we have two types of, so before now, we used to have two types of Facebook payment accounts. We had the postpaid account and the prepaid account, right? So before we used to use the postpaid. The postpaid is where you don't, there's just money in your account, you put in your card in Facebook, and then you are running ads on credit. Then Facebook will charge you later after the ads have performed, right? But that method does not work anymore with Nigerian cards, right? Does not work anymore with even most African countries, even most countries in the world, does not work anymore with their cards, right? But if you have a direct dollar card, you can still use that method. But I would not advise you to use a direct dollar card to run ads because you are going to be paying back in Naira. And the exchange rate would make you lose a lot of money. I'm talking from experience. I had a client, and the client was, the ad budget was like 400,000 Naira per month. And I was supposed to be running the ads for this client. But then, because around that period of time was when this central bank policy started, I was going to convert Naira to dollar before running ads. And just by conversion, I was losing like 75,000 Naira every single time I wanted to fund the account. And the client felt like I was cheating them, right? If it was not an understanding person that believed in my abilities, they would have thought it was a fraudulent act. So it's always better to run your ads with the currency that you have, the card, and the place where you are, right? So that's that about payments. Now, once you have been able to figure out your payments, the next thing is the setup of the ad itself. The setup of the ad itself. Now, there is a lot of things you need to put in check before ever trying to run ads, right? And I'm going to speak about some of them and more about them when we're talking about effective Facebook ads. Now, once you come here and you want to click on create, once you click on create, you're going to see all these things that are going to come up. And what are these things? These are ad objectives. So what is an ad objective? An ad objective is what is most likely to be achieved by using that form of ad, right? What is most likely to be achieved? Now, if you hover your mouse around any of this, it's going to be telling you what kind of ad it is. Now, if you look at this one now, it's saying your ads, show your ads to people who are mostly likely to remember them. This one is just awareness. You just want people to know about it, right? Most digital marketers don't use this ad objective. Most digital marketers, especially if you are trying to do direct sales. So let's say if you're a company like Coca-Cola, Pepsi, you just want people to know about your brand, you have millions of dollars to spend on ads, you probably can use this, but not people that are trying to use direct sales or direct marketing, right? Most don't use this. Now, the next one is the traffic ad. Now, you see, the traffic ad is used when you're trying to direct people from Facebook to a location outside Facebook, Instagram, right? And you're trying to take them outside Facebook, Instagram to a different platform. So let's say you want to take them to your website, you want to take them to Instagram, you want to take them to WhatsApp. Sorry, you want to take them outside Facebook, your DMs, as long as you're taking them outside Facebook, it is the traffic ad you would use. But then there is another ad objective that also does that same thing, but in a different form. Now, the traffic ad objective is cheaper and you can optimize for clicks and landing page views very, very well. But there is one thing, the sales ad objective also does something similar, but the sales ad objective is looking for people that are most likely to take action or buy. Whereas the traffic ad objective is looking for people that are most likely to click. So it is cheaper to run the traffic ad objective, but it is more effective to run the sales ad objective, and it is more costly. right? So if you have a Facebook pixel installed in the location you're trying to drive traffic to, or you have a WhatsApp number you can receive direct messages, it is better to use the sales ad objective instead of the traffic ad objective. Does traffic ad objective work? Yes, it works. So many people use it and they get results. You can test it. But in my years of experience, I would rather use a sales ad objective, right? And I would rather only use a traffic ad objective, maybe when I'm trying to do retargeting ads or something like that, right? I'm going to explain as we roll. How many of us are still here? Now, some people are getting bored. How many of us are still here? If you are enjoying the class, let me know you are enjoying the class. If you feel like we should call it a day and continue because your head is getting hot, let me know. Okay. 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 Quite a few people are still following. If you do not comment, you're not following. Quite a few people are still following. All right. That's amazing. All right. Okay, let's go. Nice. So as I was saying, the traffic ad objective. Then we have the engagement ad objective. Now, this engagement ad objective works very well when you're trying to get people to engage. And we have three types of engagement. We have post engagement, we have page likes, and we have event response. And recently, they have added video views to engagement too. So the video views, page likes, event response are all different forms of engagement ad you can do. So you say the engagement ad works very well when you want people to like, comment, watch a video, and do stuff like that. You can use the engagement ad objective for those purposes. Now you can look at it here. So you can see you can get people to message you on different platforms and you can get response on them, right? Then we have the lead generation ad objective. We used to call it the lead generation. Now it's called the leads ad objective, right? So this ad objective is practically you can create a form within Facebook and leads would fill that form about a particular thing they want to do. I don't use this kind of ad objective anymore, most recently, because many of the fields in the leads are okay. Many of the fields, Mr. Eze Mike, I see you. Don't worry, the recorded version will be available for you, right? Many of the fields are not available, right? So many of the fields are not, and they are automated. So people just use the contact and everything they use to open their Facebook. Sometimes they probably are not using that phone number or email anymore. And you're just going to be trying to filter out bad contacts that were not necessary. So the best ad objective to use, so app promotion works if you're trying to promote an app, right? But the best ad objective to use is the sales ad objective every single time. It is costly to use, but it generates results, right? And we're going to be talking more. So if you're trying to run an ad, depending on what you're trying to achieve, your choice should be between traffic, right? If you're on a very, very low budget and you just want to test the ad, engagement, if you are trying to get direct WhatsApp messages or you just want to get likes and comments and video views, and sales, if you want to get direct WhatsApp messages that that get the right people that will take action, and you want to get conversions, you want people to take specific action on your landing pages, the sales works perfectly, right? So let's quickly look at the setup of the ad objective. But before we do that, how many of us are still here and we understand what these ad objectives are all about? I want to ask somebody a question, right? Mr. Who do I? Favor. Yes. Is Favor still on this call? Favor, unmute. Favor, unmute. Explain what you understand by the traffic ad objective. Favor.
Okay. Good evening.
Yeah,
good evening, sir.
Yeah.
All right. What I understood by the traffic ad objective is that it takes people from, maybe you want to move someone from maybe to Instagram or WhatsApp, you can use the traffic ad. That's what I understood.
Yes, you're following. Nice. You're following. You're with me. Okay, so let's look at the setup. This setup I'm doing now, I would call on one random person to repeat every single step of what I did, right? I will call on a random person to repeat every single step of what I did. So pay attention, right? So let's first of all see how we can set up a traffic ad. I'm going to show you how to set up a traffic ad, an engagement ad, and a sales ad. But then there are videos already in the LMS that shows you that. But then let me show you how to do this. So if you're just going to click on this now, once you click on traffic, you're just going to click on continue. Now it's going to ask you, right? So this is a recent update. So they have recommended settings. Facebook is trying their best to make it simple and simple and simple for everyone to be able to run ads, right? Right? And it's making it simple and simple. Don't worry, I'll show you how you get access to the LMS that's the last thing we'll do before we close for today, right? So, and we're just going to come here now. So look at this now. This is the manual traffic. So instead of doing the recommended best practice and all that, because this is a class and I want to show you how it works, let's go with the manual settings, right? So I'm just going to click on this and continue. So it's going to load. When it loads like this, this is the interface of setting up your ad. At this first point, the only thing you want to do is to rename it. Just give it a name. So I'm just going to call it, this is new digital marketing class, or this new ad class. Let me just call it new ad class. Right? So that's the name of this campaign. Now, the reason why you are naming your campaign is so that you can differentiate it from other campaigns you're going to be doing in future, right? And you can be able to track which is doing best, which is not doing best. If all of them have the same name, you're just going to be stuck. So give it a name. So once you give it a name, you really don't have much to do here, except you're going to be doing A/B testing and all that. But then you're not doing that for now. So just click on next, right? So at this point now, you're just going to click on next. So once you click on next, it's going to bring you to the next interface. Yeah, still put in a name again, right? Just put in the name again and just say new ad. So we have the ad, so we have the campaign, we have the ad set name. So you can create multiple ad sets, right? And we also have the ad creative. So I'm just going to explain this. So now we're naming this ad set now, new ad 1. So now you're going to decide, where do you want to drive the traffic to? Are you taking them to a website? Are you taking them to WhatsApp? Are you taking them to a conversion ad? Are you taking them to do you want them to call you, right? So let's say, for example, I leave it at messaging apps, right? So I'm going to get my traffic on either WhatsApp and all these things, right? Now it's going to ask me the page, right? The page where I want to use to run the ad. So if you have multiple pages on your this thing, on your Facebook ad account, you're going to see all your pages here. So I have so many pages, right? So I'm just going to choose one of the pages I intend to use to run that ad. Now, once I click on that page, you see the page shows up, and then I can run the ad. So now it's going to ask me, where do I want to receive the messages? Is it on Messenger? Is it on Instagram? Or is it on WhatsApp? So I'm just going to leave it at WhatsApp, right? I'm going to tick WhatsApp, and I'm just going to probably remove this one. Now it's going to be WhatsApp. Now you can see that. So if I scroll down now, I can now go ahead and do the next thing. What is the next thing we have to do is the budget. So here you can set up the budget you want to do. So we have 2 types of budget. We have the daily budget and we have the lifetime budget. I like using the daily budget these times, right? But the lifetime budget is a budget where you have a fixed amount you want to spend. Let's say you want to spend 50K on the ad, right? You put in 50K and you put in a time frame. I want this ad to run from 1st of January to 14th of January, right? So that's the lifespan of that ad. And you're going to be spending 50K within that period, all right? But another sweet way to do it, which is what I do, is to put a specific amount to how much I want to spend every day. So I'm probably going to spend like 8,000 naira on this ad per day. And then I'm just going to scroll down and now work on the other things. So what is the other thing I'm going to do? I'm just going to scroll down to the location. So what is the location I want to target? If I click on this now, I can see where I'm going to be targeting. So I could target Nigeria and all this kind of stuff. But then there's one thing you need to do about your location, especially when you are doing sales ad or you are doing traffic ads. It's very, very important. Be very, very specific about the locations that you're trying to target. Me, I like using a small location, then I broaden the audience, right, by the circumference. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So let's say I wanted to target Lagos, but I'm not just going to type Lagos. I'm just going to look for a cardinal point inside Lagos. Maybe like the Nigerian, there's one Nigerian School of Journalism in Ogba. So I'm just going to say Nigerian School, look at it, Nigerian School of Journalism, right? So you can see this is a place. Now, this ad covers a 2 kilometers radius right now, right? 2 kilometers radius, and it's around this place. So what I can do now is I can increase the kilometers of radius. So let's say this Nigerian School of Journalism was my office, right? I can now increase it to be around that particular location I want to attract people from. So this now, I can now say, let's say 80, and it's going to be covering this range of people, right? So when it's covering this range of people now, I know that, yes, this is the range of people I am targeting. Now, after that, I'm just going to scroll down now to the next thing we could do. The next thing there is the placement. So there are different, so that before the placement is the audiences, right? So you can work out the audience if you wanted to. So if you can work on the audience if you wanted to. And if you wanted to work on the audience, you're just going to scroll down to this point now and choose the kind of audience you want to target, right? So everything about your audience, from the detailed audience, the age, the gender, you can work on it from here. Now, if you come here now, you can put your detailed targeting. Let's say you want to put your detailed targeting. I can put something like go. So I can just look for something. People that are interested in Google, people that are interested in dogs, people that are interested in gold, people that are interested in money, job seekers, business owners, right? You can target people based on their interests, their demographics, and their interests. Sorry, their interests, demographics, and their behaviors, right? All you just have to do is type it here. It's going to come up, and then you can use that to target people. So I'm just going to use something like digital marketing for now. So I'm trying to target people that are interested in things related to digital marketing. Now, the good thing now is that Facebook is becoming smarter and smarter by the day. And the truth is, you really don't have to use this detailed targeting option every time. So what I do sometimes is I do test ads, right? I can do one ad and I use detailed targeting, and I can do another ad, I don't use it, right? Trying to test, because the algorithm of Facebook is already very smart, and it most probably knows the kind of people you are trying to attract, and will help you attract them, right? So the next thing is placement. So you want to decide where your ad is going to show up, right? So we have different kinds of placements. So we have the automatic placement and the manual placement, and there is a lot you can do with placement. Let me quickly show you. The first thing you can do is you can decide where your ad is going to show. If you click on manual placement, right, your ad can be a Facebook or an Instagram ad. If I click here now, it's going to show on Facebook, Instagram, Audience Network. What is Audience Network? Audience network is other apps that are registered with Facebook ads. Apps like WP Office, Candy Crush, AudioMac. You get to see ads in these platforms. But then these ads are also, some of these ads are also Facebook ads, right? So I don't like leaving audience network on, right? I just leave it at Facebook and Instagram. If you wanted to be Facebook, if you wanted this ad now to be an Instagram ad, all you just have to do is off this. If you wanted it to be a Facebook ad, all you just have to do is on Facebook and off Instagram, right? But if you leave both, it's going to show on both. Now, you can even take it a step further. I can say that somebody say the network is breaking. Can you hear me? If you can still hear me, say yeah, yeah. Okay, the network is breaking. Okay. A couple of people can still hear me loud and clear. Okay. So let's go. So, okay. So that's that placement, right? So even if you wanted to work on an Instagram ad, you can choose where it's going to show on within Instagram. Your feeds, your stories, your explore, you can choose that within here, right? And then and on and on and on. So if you come down, scroll down, there are still more things you can do. You can decide if you want the ad to show on all devices or you just want it to show on only mobile devices. If you want it to show on only Android or you want it to show on only iPhones, maybe what you are doing, the ad you are doing is only for iPhone users that it will be lucrative for, right? You can use it. If you want it to show on all, you can do it from here, right? You can make it more specific, right? You can scroll down and so there's a lot, right? So once you are done with the setup of that now, you're just going to scroll and you are done with the placement of your ad, right? The next thing you're just going to do is to click on this button where you see next and you click on next, right? So once you click on next, it's going to take you to the next point. And this is the point where you are going to put in your creative, right? The picture, the video you want to use for your ad, right? So once you get to this point now, all you just have to do is come down straight to where you see media. You're just going to click on add media, right? And let's say I wanted to use this one. I'm just going to click on next, right? I'm just click on next. I can use this and then check how it looks like. And then I can go ahead and click on next. So you can use an image or you can use a video for that. So if I'm just going to click on next now, this is what it's going to look like on the ad. So then the next thing is you have your primary text. Your primary text is what shows up. So what's the write-up for the ad? I'm just going to type this now. So you see the primary text shows up and you have your headline. So your headline, so let me use this as a primary, as this. So let me remove this one. Okay. So you're going to see that. So you can put it in your primary text. Your primary text is going to show there, right? So once your primary text shows up there now, yeah, you can put in your headline, right? I'm just going to type in your headline. Right? So when you're done typing in your headline, you're just going to scroll down now, and then you're going to decide what is going to be your call to action button, right? So your call to action button, you're just going to put it there. So once you are done, all you just have to do is click on publish. Once you click on publish, your ad is ready. right? And it's going to be reviewed, and step by step, you're going to get your review done. Okay, our time is fast spent, and I want to show you how to assess your the LMS where the course is hosted. So Digital World Tech Academy has 2 LMSs, and the one you are using for this class is this one on Seller, right? There's one on our website and there's one on Seller, but the one where the digital market, we're trying to migrate the digital marketing course, for all the modules are on Seller. So I'm going to show you how to get into it. Now, you are going to receive a mail. If you have filled the form I sent to you, you are going to receive an email, right? And in your inbox, how many of us are still here? If you're still here, say let's go. I know some people are tired already. We had a long day at work and all that. It's not easy learning after a long day at work. Okay. We're blessed, amazing people. Amazing. All right. So I'm going to still allow you ask questions. But before we continue, so tomorrow, check your email. If you filled the form, the email you used to fill the form, check. Once you check your email, you would see a mail like this from Seller, right? You see a mail like this from Seller. So if you click on it, once you click on it, you're going to see something like this. So all you just have to do is click on Access Course, right? Once you click on Access Course, it's going to open up like this. Just click on Access Course, and it will open up. So once you click on Access Course, it will bring you to a area like this, and this is some of the courses you would see in that. So once you're done, just come ahead and click on to play. Think about the last time you made an important purchase. Maybe so when you are done with the video, when you are done with the video, click on it here that you are done, then you move to the next one. So you see video 1, video 2. So this one is how to create a Facebook page. Look at it. Which is very, very simple. Click on the pages icon. Then you come here and you click on create. So you see, you can create a page. This one is how to find winning products in Facebook Ad Library. So you just come here now, you click on this one. You can see how to use the Facebook Ad Library. Then you come down to, so step by step, you can go through all. Hi guys, I'm super excited to be here. So you're going to see the videos step by step, right? And we're uploading more videos tomorrow. So many videos, more videos have been created. We're going to add them to the LMS, right? So that we're going to take it up from there. So I'm going to be allowing you to ask questions. If you have any questions, quickly raise your hand before we call the meeting a close. You're going to get the recorded version of this class tomorrow morning, right? So if you have a question, raise your hand and ask your question. Question time. If you have a question about all that we have done today, raise your hand to ask a question. Any questions? Any questions from anyone? Wow. Amazing. So no questions. That means every single person got 100%. Oh, Michelle. Okay, go ahead, Michelle. Michelle, go ahead. Michelle from Ghana.
Good evening, sir. Can you hear me? I'm not from Ghana, I'm Nigeria.
Okay, you're not from Ghana. I'm with you, go ahead.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah.
Amazing lecture today. Well done. My question would be, it's not as if I don't have an idea of digital marketing or Facebook ads, but sometimes there are other things, other hidden things that eventually may not allow your ads to run. So I want to ask, what are those things? You just made mention of you have to have posted enough on your Facebook page. I don't know if that's the only thing, but I think there are other things that you have to do, because I've had a Facebook account blocked. I don't know
Okay,
what I did wrong, but
you are very
they
correct.
blocked it.
There's a lot of things you need to do to make your ad work. And we're going to be talking about that in the class where we're going to be talking about effective Facebook ads, right? So there's a whole lot, right, that we're going to be looking at. So don't worry, step by step, I'm going to show you. So there are so many things. Selling the wrong products can make selling the wrong, it all starts from your ad research, selling the wrong product, the setup, the kind of page. So I'll show you everything step by step. You get it? Start come to class.
Okay, sir, because I'm also wondering that this issue of people buying followers. A lot of people say they buy followers.
No, that one cannot cause your ad to be blocked. That one cannot cause your ad to be blocked, but it can hinder your growth, and you will never grow organically. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right.
So what about in cases of some persons on Instagram, for example, just have like 7 posts.
Yeah.
And they organically have followers in thousands, maybe in
because
millions.
they were doing the right thing. They were posting the right thing, and they were intentional about their post. When we come to content creation, we're going to look at that. It's a calculated strategy to do the right thing.
Okay, thank you very much. That'll be all.
All right.
For now.
Favor, you can unmute. Favor.
Okay, good evening, sir.
Yes, good evening.
All right, thank you very much. Please, I'm actually a little bit confused.
Okay.
Are we to download another Facebook app, or are we going to be using our normal Facebook to be doing it?
Yeah, are you using a phone?
I'm using my phone right now for this Zoom.
Okay, but you have a laptop.
Yes, I do.
Everything I'm talking about, you can do it on your laptop.
Okay, if I open my Facebook on my laptop, I can see all these interfaces.
Yes, everything.
Okay.
Just follow the steps.
All right, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
All right, Mr. Gilbert, go ahead.
Yeah, good evening.
Yes, good evening, sir.
Yeah, so sorry, I'm very, very in fact I'm almost a novice in all of this. So I'm just getting to learn. So please, if I ask a very embarrassing question, don't
there's no question that can be embarrassing. We're learning.
My question here is like you said, when creating this page, ad page now, that we shouldn't we should make sure it is created in our local, in the local currency of the very country we are staying in. What if I have it now, like I'm right here in Nigeria now, and I decide to relocate tomorrow to a different country?
Yeah, that you still have the advantage, because if you relocate tomorrow, you will still have your Nigeria bank account. You will still have your Nigerian card. You can still pay with your. So it's even better for you, because you are getting foreign currency and you are sending it directly to a Nigerian card to pay, and it's cheaper for you. So it's still an advantage. It's not a disadvantage. I've had people like that.
Okay, so the second question is like when you also try to set up the traffic ad page now,
yeah,
you talked about, so I want to know what determines how you can determine, because you said one can for instance add maybe 5,000, 10,000, and also decide to allow it to run for a specific number of days, probably for a week or two.
Yeah.
So my question is, how now do you determine how much is being charged for what service?
Okay, so once your ad runs on this interface, let me show you. I'm coming. Once your ad runs on this place where you see campaigns,
yeah,
you would see the result of what your ad is converting, right?
okay.
You will see the result of what your ad is converting. Now, when you see that result of what your ad is converting, you would always know. So most times, your first ad is a test ad. Always fills up your mind there. Your first ad is a test ad. Any money you cannot lose, don't spend it on your test ad, right?
Okay.
So, like most times in our office, when we're trying to run ads, or if I'm running ads for a client, I'm just going to tell you, let's use 10,000 naira for test ad for 3 days, right? That 10,000 naira, me, I know if by my settings, it's most probably going to yield results, right? But then I want you to have that mindset that it probably might not get any results, right? And you might just learn on what not to do.
Okay.
Are you getting me now? So, but when your result comes out, it's going to look like something like what you can see on your screen now. So you're going to see, now this is an advert. So this ADSSS, right, is one ad I ran, and this one had 194 conversions. Now this 194 conversion, how much was it costing me? I scrolled, right? It was costing me 116 naira per conversion, right? And the total amount of money I spent on it was 222,000 naira. Sorry, 22,000 naira, I mean, was 22,000 naira. Yeah. Now, if this 22,000 naira, the product I'm selling, if it's not up to like 100,000 naira or 70,000 naira, I probably would start looking at it that is a loss, because after I count my ad budget, I will count the cost of operation, the delivery, and every other stuff, right? So I want to be able to show that the profit margin is still on a reasonable level. I don't know if I've answered your question.
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
So let's go back.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Who else is asking a question? Okay, Favor, you have asked your question, so you can lower your hand. So let's take Queen. Queen, you can unmute. Queen.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Okay, I want to say my question is about the objectives already.
Okay.
Because the kind of services I would like to render on Facebook, kind of services I would be advertising, and one is that I need them to actually fill the form. I don't need them to like message me directly on WhatsApp. I need them to fill the form, maybe their addresses or that kind of stuff. I don't even understand what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Possibly their email. And you already ruled out the lead objective. I guess it used to be there. But you already ruled that out.
So what you can do, if you need them to fill the form, instead of using the lead objective, you will use something we call a landing page. Are you getting me now?
Okay.
You will use, we'll teach you, you will learn it. You will use something called a landing page. You build a landing page. On that landing page, you will now use the sales objective and track your pixel. It is very, very effective that way.
All right. Okay then. That's all.
All right. So, who again? Let me ask Hayford. I don't know if I'm pronouncing the name correctly. Hayford. You can unmute. Hayford. Hayford.
That's it. I'm here for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm here. Please, my question is, sir.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. I'm talking. Please, today my network wasn't good, so for the class, I was not able to understand most of the things. Yeah, I was not able to understand most of the things. And for the form 2 today, I filled the form twice, but I didn't receive any feedback in my email.
Yes, you would get the feedback tomorrow. I have not sent it yet because I just wanted to show you how to access that. I just did that now in this video. So what I would say,
Okay, thank you.
watch the replay of this class so that you can go along.
Okay, and please, I want to ask again. So, can you use your smartphone for everything that we are doing here? Because I'm not having a laptop.
Yes, you can, but buy a laptop before the end of the class. That's the only advice I can give you.
Okay, thank you.
All right, Juwon, quickly, Juwon. Oh, Juwon, I mistakenly muted you. Unmute again, please. Juwon, okay.
Good evening, sir.
Yes, good evening.
My question is that how is it going to be easier for us that we are using like smartphone? That is my first question. My second question is that what are the apps that back up this Facebook advertisements and is
The apps for smartphone. The apps for smartphone.
yes.
Okay, don't worry. I would send you access to all the apps. So we have the Facebook ad manager as an app for smartphone. We have Meta ads.
Meta ads, I have
we have the business suits app and all that. So I would do that in our class. But then the truth is, you can do this class with your phone, but for the best experience, you need a laptop on the long run. Especially when we get to maybe where we are SEO, building landing pages. You can still do it with your phone, but you struggle with your phone. All right, Fisayo, then Catherine will be the last person. Fisayo, go ahead, please.
Okay, yeah, good evening.
Yes, good evening.
Yeah, so you said something like creating a page before running any ad. Am I right?
Yeah.
Okay, so does it mean once you create a page, whatever ad you want to run, you run it on that page, like regardless of the product line, you use that particular page. I don't know if you get my question.
No. If you are selling cement, you cannot come and advertise beauty cream on the cement page.
Okay, in a situation whereby you don't want your name to be revealed, is there a way one can?
Yes, your name is not revealed anywhere on your ad. In short, it's not associated with your Facebook account at all. So you just give the brand a name, and it is the brand that shows up as the person running the ad. You get it?
Okay, so if I get you correctly, you create different page for different products, right?
Exactly, for different lines of products, not for different products.
Yeah.
If you are doing beauty, You can sell cream, perfumes, lipsticks, and everything. They are related. You get it now. If you are doing catering, you can sell catering materials. You get it now.
Yeah. All right. Thank you.
Catering. Catering, quickly.
Hello.
Yes, good evening.
Please, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, I think my question is quite similar to the lady who just spoke, but I still didn't understand. So the page, does that mean, so currently I already have an existing Facebook business account. So inside that account, then I'll open the page ad. When you were doing that part, I didn't really get it, please. I don't know if the question is clear.
Okay, so your business account is one thing.
Yeah.
Then under your business account, you have pages you use to run ads. So you create a page to run your ad, and that page connotes what your niche is, your product line is. Are you getting it now? So if you have multiple, let's say you have multiple businesses, your multiple businesses should have different pages. But if you have one business, different products, you can have one page to run ads for all products in that business. Did you get it now?
Okay, I get it. I remember you said how to create the page. You have added it to something. You made mention of it.
Yeah.
Where
the
can
LMS. Yeah. You will see it in the LMS when you log in.
Okay.
You don't know how to create.
That's the one you will send to us in our emails, right?
It's easy. Even this video now, after this video, watch the replay of this class and
So please, you get me.
Yes, follow those 2 steps and you see it.
Oh man.
Did you get
Hello.
me? Did you get me? Richard.
No, please. My network was.
Richard, go ahead. Catherine, you get the videos inside of the LMS. You see it there. Richard, please go ahead.
Okay, good evening.
Yes, good evening.
How are you, sir?
Yes,
okay, I missed a lot today because my link was giving me problems.
Oh.
I don't know how soon you're going to post. How soon you are going to post the recorded version?
Yes, you get it tomorrow morning. Unfailingly.
Tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
And if I want to get in touch with you for some questions,
send me a DM.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
I don't charge too much for private sessions. All right. So thank you very much, everyone.
Noted.
Thank you very much, everyone. And it's been an amazing time with you guys.
My hand.
We will continue same time tomorrow. You said what?
My hand. I raised my hand again.
Again? Oh yeah, go ahead.
Sir.
Speak.
Okay. So please, let me say this one quickly. I beg, it's kind of question. You've been talking about your website, Facebook Pixel, and all that. A lot of us that are starting out may not have the wherewithal to get a website. Is there any alternative means to get like a landing page?
Yes. There are plenty of alternatives. You can use an ESP. There's MailChimp, there's System.io. There are so many alternatives.
You will teach us, Abi, how to use them.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Thank you. That would be all.
All right. So there is an assignment. I will drop it again in the group.
Yes, I have a question.
There's an assignment. I will drop it again in the group. Please do it before the next class. I can ask you. So you need to know these digital marketing terms and what these terms are used for and what they mean, right? So that we can build up the conversation from there. So somebody's asking a question. Go ahead.
Yeah, sorry for the interruption, but I wanted to confirm that if I am to help someone run an ad as a brand, am I going to gain an access into their Facebook page, or I'd have to create a page on my own end, as I have to have a Facebook account to create
They
a
will
page?
create the page and they will give you access to the page. So you will run the ads from your ads manager and they would see the results on their page. They don't need to give you their own Facebook password.
Oh, okay.
I'll show you how
And then as regards the billing, do we bill based on their budget, or as the ad manager,
yeah. It's based on what they sell. It's based on what they sell and the results they are trying to achieve, right? And you also will have the way you want to build them. You might either build them for the whole campaign or you build them for every ad. So it depends on all these things.
Okay, that means I'll be creating the videos.
Yes, you might be, depending on your conversation with them, you might be the one creating the creatives or they are the ones sending the creatives to you. But if you're the one creating the creative, that means you need to know a lot about the business. All right. Thank you very much, everyone. It's been an amazing time. Same time tomorrow. Do not miss a class. Do not miss a class. Same time tomorrow. We're going to have our class. Good night, everyone. Have a lovely night rest.